How's it going, guys? It's Nutshell here, and today I'm going to tell you how to farm a ton of gear that you can use in your own raids, as well as complete the secure perimeter quest all in one, because right now there has never been a better time to play Factory in PVE mode, and that is because the amount of sheer PMCs that are within the Factory raids right now, combined with the fact that they will also hunt you down and follow you and actually move around the map, mean that it's now possible to essentially guarantee yourself some takeouts for secure perimeter. Now, I'm a bit behind on some of the Jaeger quests, but in one raid, we were able to take out 4 PMCs within just one raid, which we're going to see in a minute in the background of the clips that we've got today. But I want to talk about the gear, what you require, and everything else in between. And so starting off is, of course, what gear you're actually using within the game. And so when it comes to playing Factory, I would highly recommend that you do at least take in some decent body armor and a helmet. 2 of these things will secure you at least a potential to not just get rinsed by some of the PMCs. Depending on your skill level, you can take in whatever gear you want. If you're a brand new player, definitely taking in some good gear that is going to be able to be used and potentially save your life is very, very helpful. And so going in with level 5 or above, all the way up to obviously level 6 plates is super, super important. I usually take in a rig. Now, you can either take in a body armor and use the pocket slots that you may or may not have. So I would maybe take this out and then run a body armor on its own, so you can pick up a rig in a raid if you want to get some extra money. But primarily I take in just an armored rig. It's easier. It's the one I had available to me anyway. I don't take in a backpack because I have a task for Ragman where you have to sell a ton of backpacks, rigs, that sort of stuff. So I'm actually not taking one in, so we can just grab one off of a PMC or a scav or whatever, and then we'll use that and essentially sell it to Ragman at the end once we've gotten all of the loot. Now, obviously, I'm using a pistol. You don't have to use a pistol, but it allows you to have 2 slots for weapons, as well as save yourself some inventory space in your backpack for any of the ammo or any of the gear that you want to take out. Primarily, I'm taking out the high level plates or good body armors out of the raid to either sell or to keep, or to take the plates out of and sell the actual body armor itself. So either way, it's a really, really good method to grind out both good level plates as well as take out PMCs, complete some of the tasks that are required, especially elimination tasks for your daily quests, as this is one of the easiest ways to do that. And yeah, it's just a super, super simple way of gaining yourself some money, completing tasks, doing all of that jazz. So one of my favorite things about potentially using a pistol is your aim has to be somewhat decent in order for it to work. And in fact, it's actually taught me quite a lot about where you should be aiming with a pistol that is not very forgiving. You can't just spray in the thorax area and hope that it hits the head. You either have to hit the head or you have to hit them in some weakly armored areas of them. And essentially it works really, it's a really fun, challenging way to play, but it's not required. You can use a main weapon if you want to, things like ARs or DMRs, whatever you want to use. Preferably, I would use either a shotgun or an assault rifle. These 2 are very, very good on Factory. Using a DMR, it's nice for the longer range engagements, but when you're trying to peek around a corner is a pain. Using a submachine gun, something like a Vector, is very, very good as well, but it's really down to your own personal preference. Which one do you enjoy using? Either way, I'm using a pistol. You don't have to, but I found it both for money and also for a bit of fun, one of the best ways to do it. So yeah, with that being said, obviously what you want to do is make your way to the office area. It's a very, very easy place to fight because there's lots of different corners, and essentially you can just poke around the corner, see if a PMC's there. If they are, usually they'll either rush you or they'll kind of stand around not doing anything. The AI is still not particularly amazing, and of course usually they will actually come towards you now since the update to PVE, but it works really, really nicely to see how they kind of interact with you. It's a great way to learn the AI as they currently stand within the game, because at the moment, obviously, the AI and the new changes that BSG have made are quite, I guess, they're not the easiest to understand unless you get into a lot of engagements, and because Factory is primarily very close quarter engagements where you see how the AI is reacting to you, it's a really good way to learn as well. And I found that it's worked very, very well to kind of teach me how to react to the newest AI and then kind of translate that into other raids as well. So I found it a very, very fun experience in general playing Factory. Of course, you can take in the ZB14 or the Factory key even. Sorry, not ZB14, that's Woods. But the Factory key is something nice to have if you do spawn on the other area of the map and maybe you take out a few PMCs straight away and then you want to just get out. Gives you more options. And of course, you can go all over the map in different locations with the Factory key, so I'd highly recommend at least getting one. You can actually pick one up from Jaeger. I believe he actually sells it as a trader barter, so you can pick one up, I believe, from him. And essentially, it's just a really, really quick, simple way of just farming PMCs. You can also camp on the extract as well. It is a weird thing to do, but you can do it if you want to. Me personally, I'm not going to be doing that. I just don't see the point. But yeah, it's something you can do if you want to, as they do try and extract. PMCs now do try and extract and get out of the raid, so you can dump on them when they're going to the extract, almost like a proper rat, taking in that stank rat vibes. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to show it because it's really amazing to play Factory right now, and it's great to get into those close quarters battles and cool to see how you can kind of get around the map and stuff like that, and of course learn the brand new AI that is in Tarkov. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to subscribe down below to see more if you aren't already, and like the video if you did like it. And I will see you in the next one to have a look at this video on screen right now, which will show you about some of the updates we'd like to see in the future for customization in Escape from Tarkov PVE. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.